Hello, and welcome back to the Macro Gamer channel. My name is Mark Cassingham, and today we're going into week 44 of our portfolio's weekly return. This is a Shield portfolio weekly numbers. And this is as of March 25th, 2025. It's on Sunday. It's Memorial Weekend, so happy Memorial Weekend. So as always, we go over our weekly numbers. So let's get started. So currently, our portfolio's net worth is $564.69. So as always, you see our pie chart and just how our assets are individually allocated. There has been a change, it looks like, to the website, how they show the chart numbers and stuff. So it looks a little different. I don't control this. It's just the platform does it. But it's fine. We're going to go through it. So this is our portfolio weekly data for week number 44. So you can see our curve on our chart, which is up and to the right, which is always good. This is as of May 15th, 2025. We have a total gain of $10.80. So that's putting together $10.53 market gain and 27-cent dividend gained. So these two together make a total of $10.80 for the week. And we have a money weighted return of positive 1.95%. And that was on a strong gold rally after Trump announced, I think on Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday, maybe Friday, I forget. But he's going to tariff the EU 50% and Apple 25%. And I think just over the weekend he mentioned tariffing Samsung 25%. So now gold's shooting up, which is great because I still have 45% of my money in gold. So I had that good little pop, towards the end of the week. So thank you, Trump. Although it's not what he wants. This is our monthly data for week 44. So our curve on our chart, you see right here on May 14th, this large spike up. This isn't performance-based. This is when we deposited $30 into the account and it bought up the assets. We've already gone over that last week. This is as of April 22nd. We have a market gain of $12.97, sorry. And we have a dividend earn of 27 cents, same over that period. So we have a total gain of $13.24. I guess this total gain is kind of nice. It just adds up the two there. And then, of course, we have the cash flow right here. Almost missed that. $29.44. That's that auto deposit right here. And we have a money weighted rate of return of positive 2.48%. So a good month. Being above 2%, so it's good for the month. And we have our quarterly data. Excuse me. This is from February 20th till today. We have a net cash flow of $120.21. So you're going to see 4 deposits. You have one right here, one right here, one right here, and one right here. So every third week, we deposit $30 because every week we auto deposit $10. And when the cash account exceeds $25, which means 3 deposits make 30, it exceeds $25, it'll auto deposit into the account. And on the alt chart, you'll see the stair step. So a big part of the strategy is just automating, right? Just auto deposit into the strategy. So we've had a market gain of $14.42 and a dividend earned of $1.14. So we have a total gain of $15.56 over the quarter. And we have a money weighted rate of return of positive 3.20%. Sorry. So good return for the quarter. Then we have our all-time data. So this is the stair step pattern I'm talking about. This is from the very beginning, July of 2024. We have our initial deposit of $100, and then every third week we deposit $30. So every time you see a stair step, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, right? So our net cash flow is $524.68. So 420 or 420 will be from our $30 deposits, and then an additional 100 at the beginning will make it to 520. The 488 is just a little extra cash flow in there. We have a market gain over that period of $40.01 and a dividend earned of $2.54 for a total gain of $42.55. And over that time period, we have a money-weighted rate of return of positive 14.32%. Good recovery from gold for sure. The stock market still hasn't fully recovered from its all-time highs, but pretty much after I think the third or fourth week, I got back to my all-time high, even without an auto deposit. And again, that's a big performance of gold. Gold's been doing great, and we're going to see that on the charts. But this is our all-time data, so it's a really good chart. We're getting ever so closer to that 1 year chart, which I'm going to absolutely love. 52 weeks. So we have our portfolio weekly portfolio percentage. This is our weekly percentages for week 44. On the right, we always have our target weightings. So we have gold at 45% with our GLD ETF. We have bonds at 15% with our GOVI ETF. We have commodities at 15% with our USCI ETF. We have stocks at 10% with our RSP ETF. We have US dollar at 10% with our UUP ETF. And we have Bitcoin at 5% with our IBIT ETF. So these are our weekly percentage returns. And as you can see right here at the top, gold, a staggering 5.27% positive return in 1 week. 1 week for gold, that's a lot. For gold, that's a lot. Bitcoin, that's like normal shit. But for gold, that's a lot. So that gives us positive $13.12. $13.12. I don't know what's wrong with me today. In gold, just for the week. So like I said, at the very end of the week, Trump made that announcement about the EU tariffs, and then the stocks went down and gold just fucking went right up. And I was just like, yes! 45% of my position, yes! Right? I'm still not believing this economy is in great shape, especially all the tariffs and shit. So people are still speculative, concerned, and that's why they're buying gold. In my opinion, that's why they're buying gold. And so am I. Right, 45%. Much higher than I want to be. I'd rather be at 40 if I could, but damn. Trump's not giving me an option right now. Those new tariffs that just came in, I was like, shit. And he doesn't seem like he wants to negotiate, so I'll have to follow the news cycle and see where he's at with that. But anyway, bonds down 1.05% for a market loss of 87 cents. Fuck bonds as always. I think it's out of its trend now, which fucking sucks. About to go over that. Commodities up a meager 0.07% for a market gain of 6 pennies. 6 pennies. It's nothing. Stocks down 3.14% for a market loss of $1.77. So this is an avoidable drop. I'm only at 10%, thankfully, in stocks, so it's not that bad. US dollar down 1.84% for a market loss of $1.02. Again, only 10% of that, so great. And then Bitcoin up 4.43% for a market gain of $1.28. So good for Bitcoin. I think it hit somewhere around 110,000, maybe 109,000, I forget. So it's definitely popped up. See if that trend continues or not. This is our monthly data for week 44, our monthly percentages. So gold up 2.37% for a market gain of $5.55. Bonds down 1.42% for a market loss of $1.13. Commodities up 2.15% for a market gain of $1.71. Stocks up 5.68% for a market gain of $3.20. So not bad for the month, actually, even though just recently they came down. On the chart, there's a... I apologize for all the coughing. There's a good reversal we can show. US dollar down 0.48% for a market loss of 28 cents. And Bitcoin up 16.07% for a market gain of $4.19. Those are monthly percentages. So now we got our quarterly percentages. We have gold up 13.69% for a market gain of $22.51. Good job, gold. Bonds down 4.93% for a market loss of $3.61. And we are at the 3-month period for the GOVI, so this is accurate. Commodities down 0.91% for a market loss of 77 pennies. Stocks down 3.40% for a market loss of $2.26. And US dollar down 6.77% for a market loss of $4.83. And then Bitcoin up 18.10% for a market gain of $4.52. Dying today. Quarterly percentages, week 44. Okay. All-time percentages. So gold up 43.14% for a market gain of $38.28. Bonds, this will not be accurate because I don't have that much data. I only have a little over 3 months, so we're just going to skip that. We'll show you on the chart. Commodities up 12.28% for a market gain of $5.87. I should really just be owning gold, commodities, and Bitcoin. Just look at the three of them. Only thing green over this all-time frame. Stocks down 3.83% for a market gain of $1.64. US dollar down 10.40% for a market loss of $5.55. Thank God it's only 10% of my portfolio. Holy shit. The US dollar fucking coming down. Trump is killing the dollar. This is so sad. As an American, this is not good to see. This is my purchasing power against all other currencies just going down. It was great when we were all-time highs. I should have took a vacation around the world, damn it. Oh well. Bitcoin up 83.64% for a market gain of $10.20. Great Bitcoin. Not bad. We have our position changes, so nothing new. Again, fuck April, because remember we changed 6 times in April. Because so much volatility. There was Liberation Day, global tariffs, and there was a 90-day pause on that. Then there was like a reversal because people just didn't believe things were going to go back to normal. And then there was like some positive news about a UK deal, which I don't understand why, because the UK is a hella small trading partner with us. But whatever. And then just other shit just going on that month. Just crazy month. But you can see all my trades basically whenever I moved from one position to another back and forth. So you can kind of understand better how I move money around in the portfolio. We got no portfolio transactions this week. Now we have our Illuvium staking dashboard for week 44. So currently, Illuvium is at $13.45. We have 15 IOV staked, and that's at a current market value of $201.76. So that's our dashboard. We have our vesting. Our very first deposit is going to open up in 63 days, which means I could claim this 1.32 IOV if I wanted to, but the price is so low. And I'm thinking long-term with this portfolio because I want to actually attempt to get revenue distribution from gamers if this game ever takes off, which a lot of the crypto games just are not doing good. We're in a crypto game bear market. We're in that bull market where everyone's all fucking hot and bothered with all their fucking COVID checks. But now that time is gone. So now we actually need actual real-world success with this game to make some profit on it. But anyway, this is the first page of all my vestings. And here's the second page. The most recent one was the end of April, April 29th. So it's the 25th. So probably the next week coming up, I'll have another deposit, $40. And we'll add one more in here. And we have our revenue distribution, which we have no revenue distribution. It's already fucking made. Still no revenue distribution. We currently have claimed 0.024 ILV for a current market value of 32 cents. So this was 3 ILV payments right here. And after that third one, we haven't got a new one since. So shame, shame. All right, that's the weekly numbers. Now we do our charts, our lovely, lovely charts. So starting with our gold, our GLD ETF, just make a slight adjustment. So interesting, put this line up, it was a couple weeks ago now, because gold gave back, but then it shot up, and then again, and like I said right here, this candle This right here, this whoop, right here. This was pretty sure this was Trump announcing 50% tariffs on EU and 25% on Apple. Because look at that shit. That shit just spiked up like crazy. But it was going down though. That's what this red line right here is showing. I put that up there because I was like, oh, it's going to happen. So it might hit this and come back down again. But now it's like consolidating between this upward green trend and this downward red trend. So I wonder what's going to happen. If it's going to shoot up or go down or whatever. But with these new tariffs, and on Samsung, maybe. I don't know, maybe. But you're talking the two largest fucking like phone makers in the world, pretty much. Like, at the very least, like global markets. I don't know if Huawei's as big a global one. I know it's big in China, but at the very least, like Apple and Samsung, that's crazy. Those are two fucking huge phone brands. Commodities still doing good above this green trend. I am kind of astonished, honestly, because it looks like on certain trends, commodity metrics have been coming down. Inflation looks like it's kind of been coming down. Not like fast or anything, but like it looks like it's trended down. Maybe we're bottoming in it. It's going to come back up. I don't know. But since the pandemic, commodities have been the play for sure. Just up and to the right, and this is still out of the trend. It's not even like this. It's not even. It came down. This was, again, I keep saying this every fucking time. This was a tariff announcement. This is Liberation Day, global tariffs. And then hit that bottom, and then boom, 90-day pause, shot back up, and this is just like uncertainty now, just of everything going back and forth. But commodities still relatively high. I mean, look at that shit over a 5-year chart. Look at that up and to the right. Still doing great. To own commodities and gold, that's all you fucking need. It's crazy. Bonds, I see right here. Boom, it broke out of the trend. Man, I really hate bonds so much. The government fucks with bonds too much. I think that's the problem. So now you have this little trend, and then boop, there's a little bit right here. Just a little boop right there coming out. So 5-year trend. Since the COVID pandemic started, just down and to the right, not up and to the right, but down and to the right. Now it looks like it broke down out of here. So I don't know. If I reduce my position in bonds, what could I put it in? I really don't want to put it in gold, because if I put it in gold, it'd be like, I take this down by 5% bonds and then put it in gold, and it'd be like 50% gold. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's so much gold weight in my portfolio. 45 is already crazy. I might just have to eat it just because I don't want to change it. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. US dollar turned reversal. Look at this reversal. It came up and went boop, boop. I remember looking at this just last week. It kind of did this. It was hitting this trend, and then bam, reversed. See, I was worried about this. I was like, man, dollar's coming back up. Shit, dollar's coming back up, right? Well, look what happened. It was coming up, and I was hating my, I swore I put my 10% position in from 15 to 10 somewhere around here, and then it reversed, started going back up, and I was like, fuck, right? Of course, when I fucking decrease my position, it starts going up. But now look at, boom. Look at that turnaround. Hit this red line, bam, came back down. I feel better now. Yeah, dollar, I still don't know. This trend is just overall down, honestly. I don't know if it's going to come back. I think a lot of Trump's policies are bringing down the dollar, whether he wants to admit it or not. So right now we're in 10%, so I'm not worried about it. And then look at this perfect reversal right here. Look at that perfect, just came up, hit that trend, bam, came down. What does that look like on the S&P 500? Let's see. Same thing, came up, hit that trend, bam, turned around. That's crazy how well that timed it. That's crazy. And then look at, I still have this trend here because I want to see what happens, because this is the previous kind of like peak right here. So it's going to bounce right here. Is it going to reverse, or is it going to go down? It's going to be interesting. But like I said, we're not back at all-time highs. We're still down. Right, we're still down. If you're like a S&P investor, the peak it hit was down 3%, but now it's down, 5.5%. Right, so it got to a point where it was at 3% down from the all-time high. All-time high was almost there. It was almost there, and then it turned down. So So now it's down 5.5%. So my portfolio caught back up again. Gold. That's the reason why. Not because I did anything right. It's just gold. I was in gold. Stocks are still not at all-time high again, and they're struggling to get back. All this is just, I think, hypey bullshit. There's like, this is not sustainable. There's like no good news. There's no good news. Like, what are you celebrating? Like, what are people in the stock market celebrating to like get to pump the fucking prices higher? Is it global tariffs? No. Is it high interest rates? No. Is it fucking unpayable debt? Like we're over 100% debt in this country? No. Like, is it trade wars with other countries? No. Like, the earnings aren't super great on a lot of things either. So it's like, what's the point of this? Why does this happen like this? I think it's euphoria. I think it's just stock euphoria. People don't know what the fuck they're doing. Honestly. The Bitcoin. Whoo! Look at Bitcoin. Look at this shit. Here's the previous high, and then it's just barely right above it. Just barely right above it. Bitcoin doing great. Let's look at it on the Bitcoin chart. So look at right above that red line. Right above that red line. It's done it a couple times here, right? But it's starting to come back. Zoom in a little bit. So it's starting to come back. It went up and then it's starting to come back. All the Bitcoin people, when they look at this line, they'll say, oh, it's going to break the line and this is going to be the new support line, right? Or some shit. Or people hate Bitcoin. This is forever resistance. I don't know. I'm just like, look at it though. 2017, peak. 2021, 2 peaks. End of 2024, beginning of 2025, 2 peaks. Man. And here we are. Sorry. About mid 2025, new peak. All along this line. All along this line. What's going to happen? I don't know. But isn't this line interesting? Isn't this line interesting? Right? See what happens. But anyway, great reversal this week. Glad to see gold come back up strong. We're at 33.57. My God. Look at that beautiful chart. Gold. I think it's still going to come down because I feel like it's overbought, but fuck if I know if these tariff things keep coming out. I mean, every time he does it, stocks go down, tariffs go up, it seems like. Or stocks go down, gold goes up. Every time he does stuff with tariffs. So, see what happens next week. Anyway, enjoy your Memorial weekend. Hope you get time to relax, have fun. As always, with the portfolio, if you have any questions, comments, or criticisms, let me know. And have a good day.